Right, here we are then. We've got the drill on. Right, I'm a little bit nervous because I went up the field last night and I don't know how it's going to go. I hope it goes well. We're just going to go and see what it does. If we're too early, we will stop and we will go another day, but we've got some setting up to do once we get there, and you know, as long as we can bury the seed and get along and not make too much mess and we're not spinning along the field, you know, I imagine we'll keep going. Anyway, we let the tyre pressures down to about 10 psi to keep our footprint big. We've got to make sure my drill box, we're not going to drill any tram lines this time. We would if everything was dry and it was earlier, but farmer will put his own tram lines in with a sprayer. It might mean a few green ones come harvest next year. Anyway, these are the grass fields we drilled a little while ago. They are coming. Yeah, the rain obviously did a number on that as well. Anyway, we're going to head up the field. We'll set our tram line box up and yeah, go from there. This is our first field. We are going to need four-wheel drive for sure. It ain't the greatest of days like this. It's grey, it's damp in the air, but we're going to have a go anyway. So let's just see what it does. We might be stopped after so long. Anyway, we need to unfold our drill. Up goes the marker arm, out goes the drill. Nearly caught the marker arm there. We need to put our wheel eradicators out. We need to make sure the drill's drilling level. We need to make sure we're burying the seed. We need to put our drill box on. We need to plug it in. Got our Wi-Fi camera plugged in. Might not need it, but it is plugged in. Our box, we'll sort that in a minute. Let me show you what we're going into. You know, I don't know, we might be pushing our luck. Well, I think we'll drill it, but it's far from ideal. But farmer wants to have a go, so we're having a go. Wheel eradicators are going to have to be let's try them there. We might have to go one deeper than that because we're not drilling tram lines. How did we do that before? There we go, stopped on number 1. Number 5 is your tram line, so I just want to make sure my seed alarm is on. It's just another audit, you know, it's just another thing to keep you right. Come on, Matthew. There we go. To select 0 off, 1 is on, so our seed alarm's now on. Sweet, so now we've got seed alarm. We have got a camera as well, let me show you. That will engage camera, so we don't necessarily need that, but I like to have it just in case. Just another, it just makes sure that everything's going the right way. There's our seed. We've only got half a tank on board. Just because we don't know what it's going to do. So I'm just going to make sure seed's coming out, and then we'll check our depth. We're looking under every anyway, simply put the record on, put her down, and we're just going to drive along a little bit, and then we're going to stop with her in the ground and see what she looks like behind. Simple as. Go and have a look. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Farmer didn't want them too deep. We need to find the seed. There's going to be a few on top. Seed depth is good. It's a bit sticky. It is just fractional. It is only just there. There's my seed depth, look. Only wants to be an inch in. You know, we're about right there. Let's check this side as well. Let's find a row of seed. There it is there. Quite liking that. Right. We are going. That's the finished result. It's far from perfect, but it is going in. It is burying it, and I thought my metering wheel had stopped then. I was about to change my mind on everything. It's tacky, you know. It's just on literally. You couldn't have gone any sooner in my eyes. You know, are you right in going now? Don't know. You know, if it stays wet for dry for another couple of weeks, you'll wish you waited. But we just see. Farmer wants it done. We're doing it, and he's pretty happy. He's been down snotty in these valleys. That not very good there. It just is what it is. We got the seed. You know, the seed isn't ideal saving and using next year. It just doesn't grow the same next year, so doing my best to keep wheelings down as little as possible. Using my markers, just I had a couple of funny turns with this thing, just so I'm keeping my markers out there just in case. You know, if this thing for some reason shuts down or whatever, at least you've got your marker there to put you right again. Anyway, I'm gonna get this one done. We're going to move on to that big 50-acre field of Collins. We might have to leave bits in there. You know, we'll leave the wet bits. Might come back to them if we get lucky. Just see how it goes. But yes, this gap here on the screen, that's my 4th time round, and ran out of seed. But luckily we're working our way to that corner, and I'll just drill it on the way back. So just put some seed in. We will see how we go here. Anyway, not going to be easy. Yeah. Right, there we go. Yeah, we'll come back in a little bit when we're on the straights over at the big field, see how that's going. We're on the big field. Take you around with me for a bit. It's quite surprising how much we're going to drill here. We've missed out. There was stood water at this end, and there was stood water in this corner. Undrillable at the moment, but we might be able to come back at the end and just patch them in at the end. Weather stays dry, whatever. But yes, just had. Well, I don't know if we were at our speed too high in the last field, but I found a pipe that was blocked. So that's why you do your seed checks every time you fill up. I had one blocked pipe on the end, and we had one tramline marker had actually come away from the mushroom. So 2 problems. You don't know when they happen, so we'll find that out. Better for them to happen now. You always get this sort of thing, just annoying. We're putting on a heavy seed rate, so if we get any more block ups, we might just have to come down the gear, just because there's so much seed going through the pipes, and it can block up. So there we go. Yeah, might be a slower job than we thought, but you know, the field's fine enough to get along. We could get along a couple more gears, but then you're asking a lot of seed to go down them pipes, so I ain't going no faster than this. We're doing about 12 and a half, something like that. Yes, I can see a Keithy boy in the yonder. Anyway, it's going in better than I thought it would here. You know, look at our tyres. Tyres are clean. Meter and wheels not too bad. You know, and we're just coming up to an area. I'll show you. I'll put you on my head quick. You know, this is a 50-acre field. I imagine we'll get, I don't know, what we're going to leave, 4 or 5 acres. So yeah, 45 drilled is better than 50 not, isn't it? And this was, you'll see as we go round it in just a second, this here has been laid water for about a month. Really annoying. We put a lot of effort into these fields, getting them ready, and yeah, it just feels like it's just not quite right, but it is going in. If it stays dry, I think it'll be fine. I don't know what will happen, guys, we'll see at the end, but you can't say we haven't tried. So, and we got the seed in a bag, so we might as well put it on. But look at that doesn't look too bad up there, does it? You know, I'm pretty pleased with that. I was dreading it this morning. I was not looking forward to today, and in no way. I was just, but anyway, it's about as easy as it can get, because farmer is going to put his own tram lines in. This here in front of us, and you can see it before you get to it. Even this bit here is not ideal, but you get as close as you dare. And this is acceptable, not ideal. You see wheel marks, we've got wheel, you know, the radicators are right in, but when it ain't right, you know, it's just the wheels are probably slipping a little bit. You know, not great, but if you went into there, it'd be like soup. So we're not, that's as far as we get this time. And anyway, this thing's recorded it all. So next time, if we come back, if we get the opportunity to come back when it's dry, we will come back. We'll be able to mark it all in anyway. The field's going to be covered from one end to the other with seeds, so it won't matter at all which way they're laid out. Farmer will sort it out when he goes spraying. We're just trying to get them in the ground. And you know, from what I can see from the window, they're 95% covered. There's a few on top here and there, but this is the worst end of the field. Anyway, you can see farmer actually hasn't even been able to get up there with a sprayer, and he's got 12-meter booms hanging out the side. So but that'll be all right. We will, I've got a good feeling we'll come back to it last and just stitch it in last, and you'll be surprised, you probably won't even notice it next year. So there we go. There's another one of those in the corner there as well where it lays wet. These are known problem areas of the field. Anyway, we're on number 4th time round. I'm just drilling myself a headland big enough to turn on. We always drill headland first. Farmer seems to think, you know, if you're turning and then putting seeds in, you've sort of paddled it before you start. So there we go. We always do outside in. A little bit tender along this headland. I did start in the corner of the field, and it was fine for 200 meters, but if you had to go all the way through it, it would have it would have put mud all over the metering wheel, and it would have blocked it up in the end. So we will come back and put that in. This one is half the field was laid water, so anywhere that has been laid water, it has been very, very bad. The next one we're going into, I don't think we'll get to it today, but that one was laid water as well, but it does drain well, so we just see how that one goes. But I'm pretty confident if it doesn't rain for 2 weeks, I imagine, you know, we'll be all right. But I just want a drilling, I just want a season where everything just goes lovely, you know, you haven't got to worry about wet holes. It's actually, I would say it's damn near borderline what we were doing in the spring. You just get sick of it. You're just sick of the wet. And it seems that it's getting worse, you know. Anyway, you're probably sick of hearing me moan. I'm pretty happy though. We'll get the majority of this big field in. I think farmer will be happy about it. I'm pretty happy, so as long as we don't get any more problems. We're getting along all right. It's 4:30, getting dark already. I hate this time of year. I absolutely hate it. Just feels later than it is, you know, it's horrible. Anyway, we will be into the night with this one. We shouldn't be too late tonight. We're going to get this one finished, and tomorrow we'll move on to Mick's farm, and we're coming back for one here. Farmer just wants to give it an extra day. So before we leave this area, we'll do that one on the way out, and it should be okay. And then this bottom area and the other area, what we're going to do is get everything else planted. That's good. Come back to these areas, stitch them in. You know, I'll have it all marked out on here, so no issues at all of wondering where it is and any of that. Yeah, but it's going in rather well actually. I'm pretty impressed. I started out this morning. I was like, oh god, you know, just thought we were going to be just into slime and whatever, but it hasn't been too bad. This field's, yeah, it's all right. Farmer's left me a van and a few bags of seed, so we'll go into the night. There's me seed camera, look. I don't know if you can see that. That works a lot better since they updated it. And the yeah, just the general performance. The performance in general is a lot better. So can't go too fast because I have had me one of my spouts block up. It's just because we're putting on quite a high seed rate. So anyway, farmer's got me some stuff over there. I've got a bit of transport for later, and yeah, we'll be coming straight up to here in the morning. Check the drill over, give her a shot of grease. I'll show you some. It'll be dark in no time, so I don't think we're going to be too late tonight. If it was all perfect, we would be going late. You know, if it was all completely perfect, I would be definitely going late. But I just don't think there's any need. It just, you know, it's only going to benefit by having an extra little bit of time, whether to drain or whatever. So it won't hurt it at all. And the outlook on the weather is, let's just double check. How do I work this out? Well, that's going to be annoying. The next 2 weeks is all dry, so I don't think we need to rush ourselves all night long to get it in just yet. But when rain does appear, it appears fast. So right, that alarm goes off now until I go back to the seed. Right, you won't see me very well, but we're running out of battery, so anyway, it's not that late. It's only 5:30 and it's dark now, so we got one more bag to finish off. Yeah, probably an hour or so. I've just had to unblock another seed pipe. I do not know what's going on there. Yes, we might have to, if that keeps bugging me, we'll have to, it's the one me and Rob changed as well, and I don't know what we've done wrong, unless the pipe's a little bit too long. It sort of, it comes down and then goes back up and over the wing, and I don't know, we might have to look at that tomorrow. But apart from that, it's going pretty well. This field is covered, just covered in string, plastic, horrible bits. Oh my god, comes out in the muck, it's terrible. Blimmin', it gets all wrapped around the legs. You know, you got every time you go and get seed, you got to go and unblock all the legs. Yeah, a bit of a pain. Anyway, here's our seed tank. Way up, try and hold that still for you. You won't see a lot, unfortunately. It's got dark within, I don't know, last 3/4 of an hour. Hang on, we're coming up to the end. So, pick the marker up out there, pick the drill up, take the steering off, turn her around. Somebody's over there picking up trailer, I think. Anyway, I've just been where the drill goes in. It sort of bogs down for a second. I don't know if it's that's. So I've been coming in a bit slower and then going up the gears. 12k is where we're at. It could just be we're putting on such a high rate. I might have to go a bit slower, but it was all right for a few hours. Anyway, I'm going to get this field finished off. We'll pick it up tomorrow. I've got about another hour and a half here, something like that. I've got one more to fill up and that should do it. So yeah, pretty pleased actually. I was worried this morning, but I think it was worth it coming out. So anyway, we're heading on to Mick's farm next, so we'll pick it up in the morning. We'll do some greasing and get everything ready, check the drill over, and then get going over there. I've got a fuel gauge here doing all sorts of things. It goes up and then it goes down. I don't know what fuel I've actually got. I should have about half a tank. Should. Yes, Costello going in here anyway, so it should be pretty good. Whether or not we'll come back to do the field across the way there, that one is just too, it might be that in a couple of weeks it's still dry and we can go and do it, and we might do it, so we'll just leave it there on that one. But thanks very much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.